السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم أجمعين. آمين. We're talking now about Islam of Ammar radiallahu anhu and Suhaib radiallahu anhu. Ammar bin Yasir radiallahu anhu says, I met Suhaib bin Sinan at the door of Dar Arqam whilst Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was inside. I asked Suhaib what his intention was. He surprised me by asking me the same question. What is your purpose for turning up here? He inquired. I replied, I intend to go to him, meaning Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and listen to what he has to say. Both of us then entered Dar Arqam, where Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam presented before us the teachings of Islam. Both of us, without further ado, embraced Islam. Islam of Amr bin Abbas radiallahu anhu. Amr bin Abbas radiallahu anhu says, from the very outset, I had a horrid revulsion towards idolatry. I always considered these idols to be more chunks of stone that possess absolutely no control over benefit or harm. I once came across a scholar from the Ahl al-Kitab, people of the scriptures, Jews or Christians, and asked him about the best and most virtuous religion. The scholar replied, a man is bound to appear in Mecca who would invite people away from idolatry towards the unity of Allah. He will bring forth the best and most virtuous religion. If you happen to meet him, make sure you adhere to his teachings. Amr bin Abbas radiallahu anhu says, from that day onwards, the city of Mecca was constantly in my thoughts. I would attempt to glean some information about Mecca from every traveler to the holy city until one day I got wind of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam appearance. The moment I received news of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam appearance, I set out for Mecca. I met with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam covertly and asked him, who are you? I am the messenger of Allah. He, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, replied. I asked, did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commission you to this earth as a messenger? He replied, in the affirmative. I then asked him what message Allah ta'ala has communicated through him to us. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam replied, the message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that He, Allah, be accepted as one. No partner be assigned to Him. Idols should be destroyed and favorable family ties maintained. I then inquired in this regard, who is with you? He replied, a free man and a slave. In other words, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu and Bilal radiallahu anhu. I finally submitted, I'm also your ardent follower. I also wish to remain with you. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam advised, at this point in time, I suggest you return home. When you learn of my dominance, you may return. Amr bin Abbas radiallahu anhu says, I embraced Islam and returned home, but I continued keeping track of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and his sustained progress. When Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam ultimately